Hey guys, Pober here, and in this video I want to try and be optimistic and show you what's the upside of something crazy like what we have going on right now with the coronavirus. So stay with me for a few minutes. You can either go and watch Netflix or stick with me and I can show with you at least my plan and the people that are around me, people that I care about, what I share with them, that in my opinion should be their plan in order to make sure that the craziness, this crazy pandemic that's going on in the world right now can actually be for their own good. So to begin with, those are very difficult times. I mean, I talked to my grandma and grandfather and they've been part of wars, but the way things are right now in the world is just insane, right? So what I'm trying to say is please take care of yourself. Like, it's better be safe than sorry. Obviously, I'm not a doctor or anyone's trying to act as if he knows anything about what's going on right now, but make sure, take care of yourself first, right? Of your health, of your internal state, because a lot of people are in panic, probably too much to begin with. And the more you can keep your center, the better it's going to be for you and your loved ones, obviously. Now, I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but something like this makes you think, right? Makes you really, really think, like, who's going to benefit from something like that? Because this is insane. Like, all the world is pretty much in a shutdown situation right now. Like, everyone's at home, right? There's obviously a lot of, you can say, upsides for being at home for once, especially for people who are used to be all over the place every day, all day. I think something like that can make you, if you give this a space, time to be appreciative of what's going on, right, in your life right now. At the same time, like, I'm trying to look at the positives, then at the same time looking at things like 5G that in some countries, like, governments are starting to deploy it to follow basically people who are connected to what's going on right now. So I'm trying to keep things as positive as possible. I think this is the time to meditate more. This is the time to take care of your health more and eat the right things, right? And take more vitamins than you usually do. So I'll stop with that because obviously I'm not any expert on that, but I know at least that's kind of like literally reminders for me on where my focus should be on right now. And obviously to take care of everyone who's around me, who's kind of like, people that work with me and people who follow me and they want to hear my advice, because I got a lot of emails of people saying me, hey Moran, how do you handle things right now? And what are your plans moving forward? Because obviously there's a lot of things going on right now in the economic space, right? In the business space. And there's a lot of things you can or can't or should or don't do. And a lot of people just don't have that certainty of knowing what should they do. And that's what I want to explain with you here in this video. And by the way, let me know in the comments below if that's something you want maybe for me to post a little bit more right now, because we're all at home pretty much. And for me, it's crazy. Like, I'm traveling around all the time with different Airbnbs, and now I'm just stuck in one Airbnb, hopefully for a while, if they're not going to kick me out of here. So it might be an opportunity for me to also post more. So tell me if that's something you want to maybe do some kind of a, some kind of a series, or just share with you more tips and ideas on what can you do in the business space, especially in the business buying space, in order to get the most out of it. So in terms of what can you do to really make the most out of it, of these crazy situations, like I said, businesses are going down, and the more this situation is going to continue, the more literally people will have to file bankruptcy or shut down doors with their businesses, right? Especially businesses who are kind of like outdoor somehow. So my first tip for you overall would be try to be as little emotional as possible in this situation. The more logical you can be right now, the better, right? Because some people are getting really emotional and they start to take random silly actions, and some people just stop everything they're doing just to focus on that. I don't think either of the extremes are good. What I'm trying to tell you is that if you try and be a little bit more logic with what's going on right now, there are huge opportunities. And if you're not gonna surrender and basically go into panic mode, you can build really, really big things right now. I would add and say that this might be the biggest opportunity of your lifetime to build generational wealth. There's never been an opportunity like that. And if you're following my channel, you know that this channel is all about buying businesses from basically baby boomers who are looking to retire and they don't have anyone who want to take their boring businesses from them, right? So if you're looking at what's going on right now with the coronavirus thing, who's affected the most from that? Baby boomers. And what's the biggest excuse for people to not buy businesses is lack of money, usually, and lack of experience, which we can get into. But interest rates right now are like no interest rate, basically. So money is out there waiting for you to buy businesses from people who are getting the most affected out of the existing situation. And those people, they've been through a lot of ups and downs in their life, in their career, in their finance career, basically. And the last thing they want to do right now is fire a lot of people. And let's say all the dust settle, the last thing they want is to work really, really hard to get things back up. Which means for people like you and me, we have a lot of opportunities right now. And I hate to say that, right? Because it's like a very sad situation that's going on right now. But at the same time, if you're looking at this as a place of adding value to those people, as taking from them, burdens and things that are really frustrating for them, and help them with that frustration by you coming in and saving or trying to save or trying to build back up some of their legacy. And by their legacy, I mean their businesses. There's a lot of things you can do right now. This is probably the best opportunity for you to get into businesses that few weeks ago valued at millions of dollars, and now you can literally take them away for free if you know how to. Obviously you want to know how to protect your downside and stuff like that, right? But the upside potential here is unlike anything I've seen and probably any of us have seen. And I don't care how old are you. What's going on right now is just insane. This is probably this best opportunity for you to, first of all, learn your lessons. What happened right now? The markets are down like crazy, right? So what's the biggest lesson here for everyone, I think, is the fact that when you're investing your money into the stock market, you're not in control, right? Now, some people like that, but for those people who prefer to take initiative, who prefer to be leaders in their life, my biggest suggestion to you is be in something that you can control at least more than you can control the stock market, right? So for example, if you have access to businesses, or right now you can take equity positions in businesses that have simple service, simple product, right? And ideally you don't have any downside, or ideally you didn't even put any of your own money to buy the business. There's only upside, but you are in control, right? Are there businesses right now that are going down no matter what? Yes. And that's part of life, that's part of business. But what opportunities we have right now to go into those businesses with nothing down, right? That's what you need to look at. Another big lesson that you probably need to learn from what's going on right now is how important cash is and how important cash flow is. And cash, the difference between cash and cash flow is cash is money that you have right now sitting that you can access to, like cash in the bank, right? That's cash. Cash flow is, ask yourself, what different resources do I have? If it's a business or few businesses or few different assets that producing cash flow on a regular basis, right? Some kind of an income on a regular basis that will allow you to pay bills. Because for a lot of people, they're getting fired right now, their businesses are going down. And then my biggest question would be, how many different resources of cash flow do you have? And how many of those resources do you actually have access to and control and understanding and the option to make decisions with, right? So you investing in the stock market, you have no control whatsoever. You investing in a business, you can have at least some level of control and understanding of what's going on in the business. That's why, in my opinion, at least personally, I love businesses so much. Because I know what's going on. Yeah, some businesses might fail. I mean, that's part of life. But then if you didn't get to those businesses with any money to begin with, then what's your downside here, really? If you know how to protect your downside, protecting yourself from a lot of liabilities, which is pretty much what's going on right now in the market. So to summarize this video, learn some of those biggest lessons, right? Take care of yourself. Better be safe than sorry. At the same time, if you have the skill set right now, if you have cash to play with, this is probably, there's never been a better time to probably buy 1, 2, 3, 10 businesses and set yourself for success and the upside of what's going to come very, very soon, hopefully, when the dust's going to settle, and set yourself for success to, retire early if you want, or continue to buy businesses and make that your lifestyle, but to build yourself generational wealth in a matter of very short time compared to what it would take you otherwise. You can get access to right now to businesses that a few weeks ago valued at millions of dollars. You can buy complementary businesses right now that are in a very distressed situation. And especially if you can, bring those assets to you, at least the good assets to your existing operations. That's something that in few weeks, few months, whenever these things hopefully going to stop, you will have 10x growth in a very, very short time. So don't be emotional, right? Prepare yourself for what's going on right now, right? Have enough food at home and things like that. At the same time, build logic and understand that if you have the right skill set right now, there's probably never going to be in your lifetime such an opportunity to build wealth in the way that you do have right now. So let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about what's coming, or about how to protect yourself, perhaps if you have an existing business, or how to buy other complementary businesses. I would say that this is probably a really, really good opportunity for you to check the links below the video in the description on a training that I recorded a few months ago, but it's more relevant now than ever, right? With what's going on right now, there's never been a better time to buy businesses, and that's how I've done it dozens of times. And how I have clients right now who bought, I don't even know how many businesses my people bought right now, but I have clients who bought 10 businesses in 1 year, 3 businesses in 1 year, multi-million-dollar business in a few weeks. So you can learn that skill set pretty fast. I don't care what level you're at in your entrepreneurial journey, you can get a lot out of it if you learn the skill set right now. And when the dust settles, you can collect all those assets really, really fast and see the growth as things are getting back into track. So I really hope you got anything from it. The biggest thing that I wish for you is keep yourself centered, meditate more than ever, have empathy and compassion and gratitude for whatever you have in life more than ever, but don't dwell too much into what's going on in the news. I would say, check the news once a day. You don't need to check the news 24/7. It's not going to do anything good for your emotional state and your stress levels. And when you don't have stress levels on you, then you can pay attention to opportunities. And like I said, this is probably the best time in our lifetime to have such opportunities. And check work by people like Joe Dispenza, and go and make sure you put yourself first, so you could then go out there and make the most out of those opportunities out there, so you could build more wealth for yourself, so you could then help others. So that's what I wish for you. And let me know in the comments below what you think, if you want me to do more of those videos based on what's going on right now. And I wish you the best. See you soon.